This episode dives into one of literature's greatest unanswered questions. Where did William Shakespeare go for 7 long years? And what was he doing while the world lost track of him? On Hype or Honest, we're exploring the mystery of Shakespeare's so-called lost years, the silent gap between Stratford and London that still fuels debate centuries later. William Shakespeare is the most celebrated writer in Western history. Yet paradoxically, he is also one of the most elusive. We know the date of his christening, details of his marriage, a handful of legal records, and the contents of his will. Beyond that, the man behind the plays largely vanishes. No letters, no confirmed manuscripts, no personal library. Even evidence that he owned books has never been found. For someone who reshaped language itself, Shakespeare left remarkably little of himself behind. The strangest absence appears in his early adulthood. At 21, Shakespeare was married with 3 children, living in the small town of Stratford-upon-Avon. Then, history goes quiet. For more than 7 years, there is no reliable record of his life. When he reappears, he is in London, a successful playwright and part owner of a major theater company. How does a provincial family man transform into England's greatest dramatist without leaving a trace? Early biographers tried to fill the silence with stories. One popular tale claimed Shakespeare fled Stratford after illegally hunting deer on a local nobleman's land. Another suggested he mocked the man in verse and escaped punishment by running to London. Entertaining as it sounds, historians have found no evidence to support it. Other accounts paint Shakespeare as a rural schoolmaster, which might explain his deep knowledge of classical texts. But again, documents are missing. In the 20th century, a more provocative theory emerged, which suggested Shakespeare may have lived in Lancashire, working for a wealthy Catholic household under a slightly altered name. This idea hints at religious tensions, hidden loyalties, and access to music, costumes, and education that could later shape his plays. It's compelling, but still circumstantial. Beyond that, speculation runs wild. Actor, soldier, clerk, merchant, even a young man holding horses outside London theaters. None can be proven. The truth is, Shakespeare carried his secret to the grave. So is the mystery of the lost years pure hype? Or an honest reminder that even history's loudest voices can leave silent gaps? On Hype or Honest, the answer may be both. And that unanswered silence might be exactly what keeps Shakespeare immortal.